Hello, Gamma Garden here, and today we'll be transplanting asparagus. Yes! There is the mixture I use, the manure, and some compost or organic soil conditioner. I normally use mushroom compost, but this is what we have to start with, so that is what we'll be using. And the easiest way to do this is to take those two bags, dump them in a wheelbarrow like this, mix it around, add some other ingredients like worm castings, blood meal, cottonseed, bone meal, different kinds of things. And about, well, I don't know, I guess a month ago I started some seeds in this tray. You can get a similar tray online. This one I happened to find at our local dollar store. Excellent find. And asparagus, if you're going to start it from seed, it takes forever to germinate. So this is about, I guess, 1 month. If you can find the roots in your local nursery, that would be better, because normally roots that you find in the local nursery are about 2 years old. So then you can start harvesting about 1 or 2 years later. Now if you start them from seed, you're going to need to be patient, as these will take about 3 or 4 years to get your first harvest. So what we'll do is take one of these pots and we'll fill it about, let's say, halfway, a little more than halfway, maybe 75%. Put it here. And we'll take our healthiest looking one, pinch around the edges, grab as much of the root ball as you can. It's kind of difficult to do this with one hand, but we'll see how it works. Plop it in there and hold the base of it as you move it back to the wheelbarrow. Alternatively, you can just have the seed tray in the wheelbarrow. That's the easier way to do it. Grab some of this. Make sure it stands upright. There we go. The sun's coming out, yay! Asparagus love the sun. They also love rich organic matter too. We'll add some of that when they get a little bit bigger. Right now, they're not too picky. Kind of pinch the middle and press down, and then grab some more soil, put it around the base. Put in full sun. Ta-da! Grab your hose and put it on the setting shower. And press it about halfway down. So you don't want to press fully, but just about halfway. And gently shower the new seedling for a few seconds and then stop so it doesn't spill over. Just kind of keep watering it. Generally you'll know that you've watered it enough when the water comes out the bottom. Now that water is because I spilled it, but there we go. Keep watering it. We'll leave it in the sun. And you can leave it in that pot for probably another 4 weeks or so, and then it'll be really tall. See, big. And this one is ready to transplant in its final location. Now when you go to transplant asparagus in its final location, you'll want to make sure that you prepare the beds correctly. So what I've done here is move all these weed type plants from the site, clear away any debris, and then amend the soil with rich organic matter. I would recommend compost. However, in this situation, since I don't have a whole lot of compost, I've added, that dark stuff is blood meal, to get the plants started in their new home. You'll want to put your pot here, and then you can see the spacing to the other plants. And you can move them around if that's too close or if it's too far and things like that. But that way you can kind of decide how it looks against the nearby plants. And that's really important as far as the edible landscaping design is concerned, because you can go ahead and set out all your plants and then move them around to make a nice pretty design if you'd like. So now what we'll do is set it on its side, gently tap the sides, kind of squeeze them a little bit, rotate and squeeze. Then you'll put your fingers here by the base and tip it over, kind of shake it. There we go, see those roots? Put it here, kind of squish it down a little bit, and we'll go get some soil. You can use a little pot that you have, fill it with some soil. Do the edges, sprinkle it in there. And then kind of squish and separate. Gently pat down. Get some more soil. Now, right now, the asparagus is in shade. However, as the day goes by, this will have full sun. And that's the important part of deciding where to put the asparagus plant. You'll want to make sure they have some space, they have full sun, organic matter, not too waterlogged but not too sandy. They're kind of picky, you know. And they want to be kept weed-free more so than some of the other plants. They get real bothersome if they have a bunch of weeds around them. Okay, so now that you have it in its sight, the soil's in there, it's time to water it in. We'll grab our hose. Same setting that you used for the potted seedling, you'll use for this one. So that's a shower setting. If you don't have a shower setting on your nozzle, you can pick a setting that's not too harsh, but not too light either, kind of somewhere in the middle. And you'll go towards the base of the plant and gently turn the water on. And then kind of rotate around the plant, being careful not to get the leaves wet. When you water leaves, you're inviting disease and pests. So try to water as close to the base as you can. That's why drip irrigation is highly recommended for all your crops. And so for a new plant, you'll water for about 30 seconds. That's my dog. Hello. There's people out here, he's getting bothered. With a new seedling, you'll want to water every other day for about 10 to 15 seconds. If it's hotter, you'll want to do that twice a day. Once the plant gets established, like this one, ooh, asparagus, you'll water once a week or once every 3 to 4 days for 30 seconds at the base, full blast. So seedling, half blast, big one, full blast. And that's how we transplant asparagus into the edible landscaping. Right next to it is a bush that will come out and be replaced by a berry bush. So that's what you can do. Just take it one step at a time. You don't have to plant 20 feet of asparagus. You can do one at a time. You don't have to, it's not a do or die. It's a slow transition. If that's all you have time for, then that's all you have time for. Just slowly take out the non-edibles and replace them with the edibles. Well, this is Gamma Garden. I hope you enjoyed our journey on transplanting asparagus. Can't wait to eat some of that. And stay tuned for more updates. Thanks.